Ski Television is sponsored by Columbia, Omni-Heat Electric, warmth at the touch of a button. Miele, making premium German appliances since 1899. And by sportinglife.ca, your lifestyle store.
Hi everybody, and welcome to another week of Ski Television. I'm Chris Robinson. This week we travel to Fernie, British Columbia, located in the southeastern corner of the province, just over an hour from Cranbrook, or about 3.5 hours from Calgary. Fernie is well known for its powder snow, steeps and glades, but it has something for everyone. This is Fernie Alpine Resort's 50th anniversary, marked by the opening of the Polar Peak Chair. Joe Lammers is along in a few minutes to tell us all about that. Later in the show, Josh Foster has his weekly ski tip. This week he talks about skiing better on the steeps. We all want to become better steep skiers. And finally, Brian Stemmel joins me in studio, where we'll discuss who is Canada's best alpine ski racer ever. You want to find out the answer to that. After it's all over, FIS World Cup freestyle skiing comes your way, so stay tuned for that. Let's get started, though, with a trip to Fernie, British Columbia. Here's Joe Lammers.
This week we're reporting from one of the powder capitals of the known universe, Fernie, British Columbia. And drenched in ski history, this year Fernie Alpine Resort is celebrating its 50th birthday, and they're doing some really cool things to celebrate. But to tell you more about that, here's my studio voice. Fernie Alpine Resort is a true winter playground featuring the most snow, the most ski runs, and the biggest vertical in the Canadian Rockies. Fernie provides visitors with up to 37 feet of powder on 5 impressive alpine bowls. Over 2,500 acres of skiable terrain, 5-star on-hill accommodation, and the sweet scenery of the Lizard Range will make any trip to Fernie Alpine Resort unforgettable. And when the legs need a break, check out the historic mining town of Fernie. Known for its groovy vibe, Fernie was recently dubbed the coolest town in North America by Rolling Stone magazine. I hooked up with Fernie residents Matt and Kathy for an insider scoop on where to go at Fernie Alpine Resort. 10 centimeters of new snow had fallen on a huge base of almost 3 meters. With a bit of wind sifting the new snow into even deeper pockets, we had a great recipe for a sweet first day.
I spent the best part of 12 years skiing and working my way around the world, and most of my time was spent in Chamonix, which is awesome. It's all above the tree line, but what really attracted me to Fernie is the trees. I love the tree skiing here, and even on your worst weather day, it is awesome. I think we have something for everyone, and the snow is always good in the trees, the visibility is always great, and lots of fun. I think I always think of Fernie, there's 100 runs in Fernie, but there's about 1 million lines, so it's lots of fun.
Well, it's so exciting. At Fernie Alpine Resort this year, we're celebrating 50 years of skiing. That's an incredible time to celebrate the pursuit of and love of powder, the incredible heritage and passion of the amazing community and the people that have been involved in the ski industry for over 50 years. And we're celebrating big this year. To commemorate that history, we installed the new Polar Peak lift. The new Polar Peak lift is just really a game changer. It's just unbelievable terrain that it's added to Fernie Alpine Resort. In fact, now Fernie Alpine Resort has, with that new lift, the most vertical in the Canadian Rockies, and also Fernie Alpine Resort has the most ski runs in the Canadian Rockies. So the Polar Peak lift has totally changed the way Fernie skis, and it's made the place an unbelievable must-try experience.
The tail end of the storm delivered continued high winds. That meant that the new Polar Peak Chair and its impressive alpine terrain would only be eye candy until Mother Nature was finished doing her thing.
Fernie Alpine Resort has 5 legendary bowls. It's the most alpine bowls of any ski area in the Canadian Rockies, and with that terrain, the Polar Peak lift has added on to the Curry Bowl, one of the most famous powder-filled bowls of the 5 epic bowls. So with that, the 22 new runs added on the top of that Curry Bowl make it a legendary thigh-burning experience to ski off the Polar Peak and all the way down to the base area. It's just unbelievable.
One of the really neat things about Fernie as well is you can ski to and from your doorstep. I mean, there's some great accommodation, mountain restaurants, right at your doorstep here in the base village, and especially handy for, even families. You get the kids doing one thing, you can all meet up for lunch, and you can ski to and from your doorstep. I think the best thing from a local's perspective, like living here, is that I can just pop up. I can be here in 10 minutes, be on my skis. I can come and ski on my lunch break, or come up and ski first thing in the morning between 9 and 11 and go back to work. And you may have heard of our 20 centimeter rule here in Fernie. So if it snows more than 20 centimeters, businesses shut down, come out and ski for the morning and go back to work. That's why I'm here.
We're here at the Lost Boys Cafe. This is one of 2 on-hill restaurants here at Fernie Alpine Resort. And Kathy, thanks for a great morning. I mean, only 10 centimeters of new snow and the hill is skiing so well. We're going to shift gears a bit here this afternoon. We've teamed up with Dylan Siggers. He's a longtime local, and he's playing a video game on TV. Dude, come on, get with it. This generation, I swear to God.
So I'm 18 years old. I grew up skiing in Fernie since I was about 2. I've been skiing for 16 years then. And growing up skiing here is awesome, there's a really tight-knit community of skiers and kids, so you know everyone and everyone's good friends. And the mountain is just massive with everything you can ask for. There's amazing glades and high alpine kind of techier skiing, and as well as like a rail park and fun jump lines, as well as the amazing snowfalls. Nowhere else gets as much snow as we do in consecutive dumps. It's just kind of amazing. So a good example of one of those dumps was the 17th of January this year, known as Champagne Tuesday throughout town. I woke up to about 42 centimeters in the morning of minus 25, super low density snow. And by the end of the day, we had 92 centimeters in 24 hours. And it was absolutely ridiculous. You drop into a little slope that you think you'll get up to your knees in, and you can't see for the rest of the way down. It was over your shoulders, over your face. Best day of my life of skiing yet.
Combine Dylan's skiing skills, camera know-how, and his great attitude, and you've got one guy that I'd better be nice to, because he'll probably end up being my boss someday. After the break, it's all about the Fernie backcountry.